Yes, sir. Rise and grind. Back at you with another video with the Pull-Up King. All right, this video we got a 2015 Dodge Durango SXT 3.6 V6, and we're doing the oil filter housing. This is a brand new one, and it's metal. You don't have to worry about it leaking, the plastic melting or warping, because this whole unit, normally they got to replace the whole unit because of it. So we're going to throw this in there. I'm going to show you how. I got a couple of other videos with this same procedure, because they have on the 3.6 motors, they have them in Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. They got them in all of their vehicles, and they set up different ways. This one is a different way from the setup that I've posted on my channel. So I'm gonna give you this video because of the difference. It's not too much of a big difference, but I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna let you know if you got this car. Here it is. Let's get it.
We have emotion, nigga. We have emotion, we have emotion. Yeah.
Hit with another one.
We have emotion, we have emotion, we have emotion, nigga. Hey, we have emotion, we have emotion, we have emotion, nigga. I swear I'ma ride for this, I'ma grind for this, I did time for this. I swear I was built for this, on guard, my partner got killed for this. Cause we have emotion, we have emotion, we have emotion, nigga. Hey, we have emotion, we have emotion, we have emotion, nigga. I swear I'ma grind for this, I did time for this, I'ma shine for this. I swear I was built for this, on guard, my partner got killed for this. We have emotion. I swear I ain't bragging and boasting.
All right, this unit right here, it comes disassembled, and you got to make sure you put the gaskets and these screws, this little unit on there. It doesn't come with sensors, so you got to change out the sensors as well. So first we're going to remove the intake hose. So I took this harness connector off, flathead, and did that. Or you can use an 8mm. Same here. I forgot to mention, you gotta remove this little purge valve. Alright, went ahead and removed that from back here. Take that hose off. This little cap here goes right here. Take that off. Get that out the way. We don't have that on all of the setups. Alright, over here on this throttle body, go ahead and remove this harness here. Pull that off from right there. And that. So let's see, this got a tight ass spot. Remove that harness back here. Alright, we got that off. Get back here and take off this hose here. Alright, it's gonna be another hose back here. Alright, so we got a 10mm right here. Supposed to be one back here, you can see. It's already off though. Somebody done been back here. Alright, we got that bolt removed. Now this hose back here. That hose should be able to come off. And there it is. All I did was just pull on it and it's pop right off. Alright, we're gonna get over here. Driver's side. You got a 10mm here. And the other one. Where is it? Where is it? Alright, there we go. That's the other one right there. Remove those. Alright, this hose was in the way, so I got it off from right there. And I took those off. Now these brackets, whoever did the work, they didn't tighten those back down, which is a good idea. You can see we can move it around instead of bend it, because I normally just bend it, get it away from the intake, and then bend it back and tighten it down. Ain't got to do that here. Both of them loose. All right, now, so we're going to hit the intake manifold. As you can see, that's the oil filter housing. And we got these 8mm bolts that we got to take out. All right, we got them out. That one right there is ducked off up under the firewall, so I had to make something work. This is what I got. I had to make it work. You ready to come out? When you move those brackets out the way, of course, you'll be able to pull up and make sure you pull them out of that bracket. I have to wiggle that guy up out of its position. And there we go. Lower intake manifold. Once we got the bolts undone, got to take out the harness for all the injectors on both sides. So once you get this blue tab out, like by flaring out the sides, you can pull that up, and then you'll be able to push that down. Alright, get up out of there with that. Alright. See, it's been leaking. Hit these bolts. And when we loosen it up, we can pop off these sensors and get to this coolant hose. Take off this sensor. You just gotta pop this red tab, pull it up, and then press the back of that tab and get that off. And this one, we just press down on that tab, push it off. And just use the flathead. Alright, so we got a coolant temperature sensor and we got an oil pressure sensor. So to get these bolts out, which are external bolts, it's an E-drive, you can use a standard 1/4. Get that out. All right, we got all the bolts out. And all of that. I have to clean that out. All right, now we can go ahead and get to, see, we can get to that a lot better, that hose clamp. All right, get that coolant hose up out of there, and we off. These gaskets so flat. I went ahead and put it up in the air, man. Put a drain pan up under it, cut some of that oil, because when you put it up in the air on the incline, it will drain back and fall down. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the rags and pushing it towards the back, soaking it up at the same time. All right, we're looking good, a lot better. Got that valley cleaned out. Now we can go ahead and install our unit. So, temp sensor, oil pressure sensor. All right, we in there. All right, we're going in. Now, I replaced this clip here because when I put the stock one on, it wasn't tight. I can just pull the hose off. Like the oil is just so lubricated that it just slides off. So put that on there and I tighten it down and it won't move. All right, once you get your connectors installed for the sensors, you can go ahead and drop that in there. You want to make sure that that gasket goes in first. And you wiggle that until it seats in properly. And now you can go ahead and install the bolts. And we're installed. That's it. Got that in there. Now this intake, we're gonna replace these gaskets. Look like the top, they look like they new, fairly new. You can see the difference. Just take a flathead and just push them on out. All right, now we can go in. All right, now we can tighten up these bolts. Get that in there. We in there. Got our injectors in, harness in. And now we're gonna go ahead and install the intake. All right, before we put this in here, this is what I want to notate. You gotta pull this back one. That bolt, it needs to be up and out of the way, because when you sitting it down, it's gonna go in these little holes, in these holes, and intake holes, instead of where it needs to be, and it's just gonna get jammed. So do that, and you'll have a easy install. All right, we hook back up. Go ahead and put that intake hose on. And that's it. Want to make sure that's tight. I believe it's a 22 mil or a 24, one of them. All right, man, and that's gonna be it. Hope the video helped out. Until next time, the Pull Up King.